Good evening, professors. This is John Sherrata with this week's screencast on homophobia, disabilities, ableism, and sexual orientation. A quick talk about the commonalities, treatments, and inequalities of our fellow humans. Um, Starting off, just want to talk about that TED Talk real quick. Amazing. Very eye-opening. I love how she utilized art to get her point across. Art's a very powerful tool, and it speaks on a lot of levels. But I also would like to say that as head at my high school of Anti-Defamation League and the No Place for Hate movement, I work with a lot of LGBTQ students, and I have been asked this year to be part of the GSA with my female counterpart. And this video is a great asset that I want to share with my staff that still have a lot of questions, or rather, a misunderstanding of that community and of those human beings, and how to simply look at them as just that, humans. So thank you for sharing this with me, and I'm going to definitely use this as a tool myself. So thank you. Another thing that caught my eye was the discussion, the medical model versus the social model. Medical model puts it on the disability, which is on the person. The person has to deal with those circumstances. Whereas we're more in a social model nowadays, and we continue to try to be better and being better part of the social model for those in need, those with disabilities, those with learning inabilities. We're definitely not there yet. We've gone through things of proper education with the IDEA Act. We've gone through, inclusion in the classroom. We've gone with adding ramps and making it in a lot of states. You need to have elevators, and we've done great. We got a long way to go. But it was interesting to know there's two models out there at one point, that they're really broken down to two. So how do we treat others overall? These four things, I feel: rejection, violence, discrimination, and harassment, are what each one of these groups that we have categorized, that we have put as society into a so-called group. They were never a group themselves. We built that formality for them. But each one of these, whether it be religious, sexual orientation, those with disabilities, they have all met with rejection. They've all met with violence in some place throughout history. They've all been discriminated against, and harassment. And that includes women too, with the harassment. And that's a big discussion in our country right now as well. And I think women can be thrown into this as well with the big discussion, because they have also had multiple amounts of rejection throughout history. They've also been met with a lot of violence. They've also been discriminated against, and still are, and they still get harassed. So, this topic this week is so large that I know 3 minutes is definitely not enough, but it's there. I believe we're all very capable of being aware that these things exist, and we really just need to be better people and make sure that we are promoting a better world view and acting in such a way that we make sure that we instill that in our students. So I look forward to this week. Been having a great time with the group, and we'll talk to you soon.